Well, ladies and gentlemen, Trump has done it again. He has made headlines, but not for the reasons that you think dealing with the political campaigns or the recent judgments coming out of New York of him having to pay what 80 million and 354 million or 300 and something odd money odd dollars back to the state of New York. This is for something different. What I'm calling the PF flyers or the Trump sneakers. Let me share my screen here, man, because I think these are pretty cool. Now, again, I'm not a flashy guy myself, but man, these look pretty cool. You know, a lot of gold in there. Uh, seems like they have already sold out, which is crazy because you're talking about 1,000 pairs, limited to 1,000 pairs at $399 a pair. Talking about them making a cool 400 grand in a couple hours. But again, let me show you something else that I think is pretty interesting at the bottom of the screen here. Trump, we'll talk about here in a little bit. Trump and Associated Design are registered trademarks of CIC Venture. So it seems like CIC Venture is spearheading this movement. Seems like they have a license agreement, which it says here, using the Trump name, image, and likeness. There's that word NIL again, as relates to intellectual property under a license agreement, which may be terminated or revoked according to its terms. So it seems like they have a license uh, to make and sell these shoes from Trump and his organization, and essentially that's what they're doing. So, and these. I mean, I think they're pretty cool. Said maybe a little bit too much flash for me, but easy way to make a couple 400, a nice 400 grand. We all know from a prior video that the name Trump has been trademarked, but it seems like according to this screen, you also have these designs that are trademarked. So I'm assuming the T. This is actually pretty cool. The wing with the 45. It looks like those are trademarks as well. And you can see it has it under the sold out, but you can also see the T right here, which again appears to be a trademark. I wasn't able to verify this information, but again, according to the website, the designs are a trademark. Now, you're not going to be able to trademark the flag on the shoe, so the flag kind of wrapped around the shoe is not a trademark. But I'm assuming these T logos and this 45 width, this wing is a trademark. So again, talking about a cool way to make 400 grand on a Wednesday or a Thursday in less than a couple hours. This is it. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because it seems like I'm gonna bring it back on myself. It seems like this can start actually heating up because if you all know the Louis Vuittons or what we call the red bottoms, which is a higher end women's high heel, and what a lot of you probably didn't know is that's an actual trademark. What you mean, David? How can you get a trademark on a color? Well, you can get a trademark on a color, and Louis Vuitton has actually done that. It is a trademark on the color red being on the sole of the shoe. So this can get interesting, and I'll again share my screen again here with you because if you notice with Trump sneakers, let me add it there. You can see the sole is red. So he essentially has the Trump version of the red bottom. So it'd be interesting to see if Louis Vuitton takes issue with that. And I'll kind of show you the Louis Vuitton so you can kind of make a case for yourself. Now, the interesting thing is, and this is the reason why this thing is a long way from being over with, uh, typically, as part of trademark law, the whole origin of trademark law is likelihood of confusion. So, would a consumer be confused thinking that Christian Louis Vuitton is all of a sudden kind of affiliated with Trump's and his Trump sneakers and red bottoms? You can see here that the red bottoms I have on the screen, what, $800, $800. It seems like some male version of the Louis Vuittons here. Again, it's $1,000. You have another $1,000 loafer, which I think looks pretty cool. Again, some red bottoms. Red bottoms look like selling on eBay. But it seems like the consensus is these things are at least $800, and it could be upwards of thousands of dollars for these red bottoms. Whereas Trump sneakers, as kind of we go back and forth here. Let me stop sharing my screen and share the Trump screen here, or the Trump's webpage, you can see his is $400. So, 399 for the pre-order. So the question then becomes, is a consumer who likes to purchase red bottoms, whether it's for men or for women, are they likely to get confused thinking that Trump's $400 sneaker is somehow tied to or affiliated with Louis Vuitton and their $1,000 or at least $1,000 red bottom sneakers or red bottom high heels? That's another aspect of this that will be weighed if, for whatever reason, Christian Louis Vuitton decides to try to leverage a lawsuit or put a lawsuit on Trump for these sneakers with the red bottom. It'll be interesting. Nike has come out with a lot of the Air Force Ones, and a lot of their shoes have red bottoms, have had red bottoms in the past. Again, I'm not sure if somehow Nike and Christian Louis Vuitton had a spat over this, but with Trump sneakers retailing at $399 or available for pre-order, which they have sold out, so they're no longer available. Pre-order for $399, and Louis Vuitton, which again has a trademark on the color red at the bottom or for the sole of a shoe, whether it's a high heel, a women's high heel shoe, or as well as a man's high heel shoe. Uh, will they take issue with that? I'm gonna try to kind of keep up with this and see if it may be a cease and desist letter or a lawsuit coming down the pipeline for this. But all this goes to the bigger picture. Intellectual property will continue to be not only a thing of the past and the present, but a thing of the future. This what the United States kind of sells to the rest of the world, intellectual property. And you can see here trademarks, whether it's Trump trademarks, whether it's Christian Louis Vuitton trademarks, are at the forefront of their products, which again, they have made millions, if not billions of dollars on over the course of the year. So again, it's never too late to start thinking about trademarks and what maybe want to trademark for your brand or your service, your products or your service, because again, this thing is not going away, and trademarks will be not only extremely valuable, but it will always be here. And yeah, so hopefully you got something out of this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Again, if you didn't like the video, leave a comment under the video. Let me know what you didn't like about it. But if you did like it, subscribe to the channel, leave a positive comment. Let me know what you liked about the video. Please actually like the video, give it a thumbs up. And I'll be trying to follow this situation between Trump and maybe Louis Vuitton and see if a lawsuit is coming down the pipeline. So I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, take care.